There you go. The audience can hear me on the YouTube end.
We're here.
We're
No rear.
Get
Get used
used
to
to
it.
it. Welcome, folks, to the 131st episode of the JAC Show, exclusively on YouTube.com and, of course, on twitch.tv/Jack live streams, where you can also watch this same show but from a different perspective. Assuming, of course, he didn't mess up the audio and you can actually hear what he's saying on the Twitch end.
Yep, I made sure. I'm looking at it right now.
And our newly 26-year-old ghetto machine. Little typo. Tanju. What's a Tanju? And or a Sanju? What's a Tanju? Enlighten us, ghetto. Or is it really
Oh,
was a
man.
mix-up?
That's what I forgot. I forgot to put in the new since you changed the link. I had to change the link on my pop-up chat. That's why I couldn't see him.
Ah, okay. Oh, the Tanju means I am born.
He is born.
Again! For the 26th time. It's 26 reincarnation. Yes. We already said our birthday was yesterday, but let's do it verbally. Happy birthday, ghetto. Hope you had a
Feliz
good
cumpleaños.
Hope you had a good birthday, and if yesterday was just a regular day for you, hopefully you can make up for it for the weekend, so you can enjoy celebrating being 26 years old. Cause that's gonna be me next. That's gonna be me next, and then Jack, and then Johnny Cage comes in. He goes, "I am the storm that is approaching." No, you're not, Virgil.
I am the storm that is approaching.
Johnny, at best, you're Nilo Angelo. Sorry. Or if you want to, or if you want to compromise, you can be Virgil from the DMC reboot.
Hell yeah!
Pick your poison. And Ghetto says gracias, negros. De nada, Ghetto. But as always, I'm the genuinely beautiful and moronic hack.
And I am the gullible Jack still.
And as you can see from our title, because the past weeks in the last episode, Johnny says, "How dare you?" How dare I? How dare you? As you can see, as we a very fighting game themed episode today, though that won't be the entire thing. We're definitely gonna take a moment to discuss all the big stuff that was shot about Street Fighter 6 from Tokyo Game Show, which was a lot. That was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually very surprising for a video game company to do, where they're like, "Oh, it's like initially it was like, here's our first 4 new characters and one new character. All right, here's 4 more other characters and all the different modes we're gonna be doing, and there's a whole bunch of things." I was like, honestly, I was impressed. I'm hoping that all of it is up to snuff on the final release. But we'll get there when we get there. But before we go into any discussions on Street Fighter 6, I do actually want to share that thanks to my Saturday stream of Tekken 7, I actually have been finally just taking some time to play the Tekken 7 on my own, online, and just going out to just play online games again. And I will say this, Jack. You know what I both love and hate about Tekken 7 online?
No, what is it?
I'm sure this is not an exclusive issue to Tekken 7. It happens to any type of game with online multiplayer. But I don't understand that game's ranking system. I legitimately don't. Because just to give you an idea for the matches I had to fight,
Mm-hmm.
There was a person I fought who would have been considered, who has the rank of Grandmaster, right? Which is a pretty high rank. It's very high. That means you at least won more than 30 matches.
Mm-hmm.
And under player screen, it says they only won 2 matches.
Hell yeah.
And I'm going, what? And also in the bottom of the screen, you can also see like their recent victories and losses, and it was kind of mixed. There was like literally more than 2 wins. So I'm going, you're grandmaster, but you only have 2 wins, but it shows in the bottom you have more than 2 wins. The worst
Yep.
part was I still lost to the guy because, good lord, I'm not gonna memorize all of King's Mexican combos. Which is ever experienced? Well, actually, I don't think you have. Of in regular fighting games, if you want to detect out a character's throw, you press either the same grab button to get out of it, right?
Mhm.
In Tekken, it's a little similar, and although in Tekken you have to, because each character by default has 2 kinds of throws by default, then you have to take it by which throw is it? Is it what? And either use the left punch or the left hand or right hand to tech that particular throw. And you really have to pretty much either recognize the throwing animation to tech it, or just mash as fast as you can so you can get out of it. With Kings, because he can do throw combos, meaning that he can
Mm-hmm.
change a throw into another throw, into another throw, into another throw. It's
Mm-hmm.
you not only, in order to tech it, you had to not only press the right button, but press the right button at the right time in his chain of throws to get out of it.
Oof.
And if
I
you
think
don't
I've seen a video of that.
and if you don't know it, you're pretty much screwed until the other player messes up or they're finished with their combinations. And
Like a pile drivers you at the very end, isn't it? Right? I think I've
sometimes
seen one of it.
sometimes he ends with a power drive. Sometimes he ends with a big wild throw, or just a whole bunch of. You can go to a whole different types of sequences, you know. And because of that, that's how I lost that match with the high ranking player who only won 2 matches.
3.
No, 3 now, yeah. And it wasn't like, and I was thinking maybe it's a bot, but it wasn't even a bot because the actual bot that I fought against, who did use King, and literally was just spamming a kick move the entire match. At least that one, I was like, okay, that's a bot. I looked at the name and the fact that it's literally been programmed to do only 3 moves throughout the entire match. It's like, okay, I know what I can do here. But other than those weird things and sometimes some spidey connections on a few occasions, I've just been having a lot of fun just getting back into the Tekken groove and just actually playing a fighting game on like semi-daily basis. So it's just fun. It's fun to play. Jack, breaking news. Did you know it's fun to play video games?
My God. I should try that one day.
Johnny K says you don't get it. They only had 2 matches, but they were really good. Like $6 at the Tokyo Dome. Yes. Yes. Their 2 wins were graded. That's how they got their wins. It was graded, like when like public education. You gotta grade things on the curve.
Oh my God, I hated doing that. It was so stupid because
Uh,
it made everything so undeserved. Like the freaking people that had a 60, they get an 80, and then the ones at the very top that had like a 96, they get like to 98.
you hear that? Hear that, folks? If you Jack declares, if you fail, you fail.
That's exactly what I declare. If you fail, you fail.
How da-
That was your own damn fault.
how dare he? Don't you know that everyone deserves an education?
They do, but they don't deserve a free win. That's what they don't deserve.
Oh, and people wonder why education in America is not great. There are a lot of reasons, but that's probably one of them. Sad part is, I think that's a policy that's already been done in a few colleges, which that's even more concerning. Because then at that point, you will try to do the minimal effort, and instead of being like, here's your average grade, you get, here's your above average grade, where you're supposed to be a D student but you're a C student.
But at the same time, it's most of those classes would just be things that you don't really need for the profession you're going for.
True, unless that is something that you want to go for, which is
True.
which is not to say that doesn't happen, but it's just very uncommon.
Just
It,
like how I took a music appreciation class for my
oh, that one they just wanted
my
you to have.
computer science
Yeah,
degree.
that one they just wanted you to take an elective for the sake of it, which is like. But hey, at least you got you to listen to. It got you to appreciate music, right?
No, sadly. So, okay, I'm all about appreciating music,
No, he's not.
but if the professor starts to sound like this and then talks like this throughout the stream saying, so then the Beatles they went through all of England and they changed how rock used to be, like just very monotone like that. I skipped it. I skipped the class. Only went in whenever there was a test and I aced it because the test was like
Super easy.
just it was literally, all right, guys, if you want to study for this test, just go online into this site. I'm going to be using these same questions. Just go ahead and study from there. Basically, which means memorize this sentence with this answer. I don't know what the answer is, but I memorized it.
They at least teach you a little bit about music theory.
No, it's music appreciation, not music theory.
Yeah,
You
but
appreciate the music.
but you
You
can
don't.
but you can appreciate music by understanding even just the fundamentals of it. Like I'm not.
No,
It's not like I'm asking you, all right, go join this advanced music theory class and compose an original composition using only the E minor key.
no, we just listened to the Beatles, the Who, the Whats, and the Whys, and the Hows.
Uh, I like how every time you talk about that class, it always seems like it's like trying to make it sound like it's like music started in the '60s and then it went downhill after 1969.
And
It's always '60s bands you pick up, you bring
but,
up.
but here's the funny thing: it's just like he okay, he has an interesting, I guess, a semi-interesting life too, because he's like he is in a band of some sorts. I don't remember what type of band, but he never talks about that. He doesn't talk very interested in the music appreciation class of whatsoever.
Oh, we got some comments from Johnny. He says, Johnny K says, minimal effort is how you keep your sanity. University was just an excuse to not work at the farm and have time to draw. Uh, the minimal effort part, yeah, I one actually greatly understood during my college education. Johnny Cage also comments, wait, y'all have a class to learn how to appreciate the music? Like, for real, that's something your gringos teach? Hey, look, at least,
It's an elective.
yeah. So you don't have to take the class, but you can choose to. And as well, I'd rather that be a thing than I don't know,
Man, I would have
than
taken
femi- than,
ceramics.
feminist poetry or something.
I swear, I should have taken ceramics.
May,
Now
may,
that sounded fun.
maybe you should, and then you can go into your future career as a craftsman and build houses
Oh no, I was gonna do the
or
just like
vases.
no, I was gonna do the most stereotypical thing. Uh, make a girl fall in love with me by helping her with the ceramics project.
Oh yeah, that common trope.
Like yep, that common trope. Every time when there's a pottery involved, it's always the two sensually touching each other.
Johnny Cage says, "As the teacher show you how to turn on a CD player, and that's it." From the way, I mean, Jack will answer, but the way he's always told me about this class, it really just sounds like he's just going through like not even like music history, just history of popular music. It really does sound like it. I really just it sounds like, which can be interesting because history of even pop music is all over the place, all the different trends and what came from where and who stole who and who slept with who and who the who done to who do down to who will. Johnny Cage also comments, sounds like the college needed a BS class to fill some forms and just came up with that. Yeah, you're probably right. They probably need to
Who's
have that.
on stage? Yeah, the Who. Like, no, who's on stage?
The
The
who?
Who.
No, I ask you who's on stage. He double checks. My bad, you're right. I'm sorry. Thank you. So who's on stage? The guess who? Guess who who? The guess who? Yeah, I'm okay. Who are you guessing? The guess who? Who? Repeat ad nauseum.
Yeah.
Ghetto says, in my music appreciation class, it was music and theater and a very shallow attempt at teaching people to read music. I actually, you know what? You gave me some old memories now, Jack. I actually
Mhm.
had a similar class back in, I believe in the seventh, yeah, in the seventh grade, or for international viewers, back when I was like 12, and in that class, it was actually taught by the orchestra teacher at the school, and he, bless his heart, he tried.
Mhm.
He tried to at least show. I think what he was trying to do was he was trying to expand all of our of music beyond what we knew, and he tried to show us all different types of things from obviously stuff that's classical because he is a violinist, so he's gonna be into that.
Mhm.
Showing us a cappella and and show all the different types of forms of how music is played outside of popular genres. And he did do a little music history thing, but he never was. But I think that was like only for one week. He never tried to do a whole course about the history of music. So he legitimately tried to make it engaging and even teach the simple basics of music theory, like the absolute basis, like your uh like your music staff and the notes and all that. Your face and every good boy deserves fudge.
Ah, yes. You know, I should probably take a music class.
It wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt. Oh, there was also
Hopefully
one
this time it'll be more fun. I'll have to check the professors.
oh, also there was also one time where he, as an example of very symphonic music, he used like a track from like a Final Fantasy game.
Hell yeah.
So I suspect he also might have been a closet weeb, and he was
You
trying
know,
very hard to not let that out and be professional.
bonus points if he ever taught y'all about microtonal chromatic scales there.
No, because no, I never got that far.
Because that would be above and beyond.
Alexi Ghetto says, though I suspect my teacher was some kind of alcoholic, because some days he would just let us do nothing while he sat in his office depressed. Ouch.
Oh,
Uh,
damn.
that's just as sad as one of that's just as sad as my chemistry teacher who literally fell asleep on the job. She
In
was
college?
nope, high school.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Who was it?
I don't think you ever had. I don't think you ever had her, and I kind of forget her name, but she was literally there for 1 year. So her first year was also her last year, and I think I had her in the period before last. So she was always near the end of the day, and
Mm-hmm.
apparently on many occasions she would fall asleep in class. She I think she had to ask kids for their lunch, or at least that probably was just a rumor. I never seen that happen, but she definitely fell asleep on the job. She barely understood any chemistry, and she wasn't a substitute. She was like the actual teacher,
Yeah.
and she can barely explain any of the concepts. And most of the time, she just had us do assignments from the textbook. And even in our school, most teachers very, if at all, use the textbooks. They're very much wanting to get us to not use that. She was like, in my experience, she was the sole exception because it was the easiest way for us to do assignments, and I did what I had to do to pass that class.
Damn. Yeah,
Oh man.
that's definitely that was probably one of them no-name teachers that was, like, around the school because I know Miss Alismar was there for, like, 1 year and then gone. But that one, she's different because she was an AP chemistry teacher. And
Same.
then the other ones was Miss Esteban, everyone's favorite. She's still everyone's favorite. Miss
Uh,
Torres.
yeah, I never had those teachers. Also my homeroom teacher was also a one and done as well. My original homeroom teacher, and it was a shame because like students were starting to like her, and she was very worldly. I mean,
Mhm.
to give perspective, she was like kind of your stereotypical white teacher, but she was fluent in Mandarin.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
And so I don't and so we had her for that first year and then she was gone. All of us assumed she went back to China.
Oh, I think I remember something about that. But
Well,
I had 3 homeroom teachers
oh god.
because not every single year it was someone different.
Well, then I guess
Eh,
this makes it the opposite because then for the next 3 years, had the same homeroom teacher, and she, you know what, to give her credit, she did what she had to do, and I'm thankful I never had her for a reading class.
Mhm.
And at the same time, at the time I was like, ma'am, do you have like a relationship? Do you have like a are you like in a relationship, or do you have someone at home waiting for you? Because I don't know, she gave me that vibe where like, do you need a man in your life?
Yeah. And
There was
can that
that
man
vibe.
be me?
No, oh my
And
gosh.
that's when you went down on one knee and proposed to her right there and then. Lived a happy life.
Oh, to my homework teacher? No, no. Mm-mm.
But man,
But she definitely gave off those vibes. But who knows? Maybe she's very content in her life, and so a career woman, as they like to say. Who knows? Let's see. Johnny's case says Johnny Cage's educations are so nonsensical. Yes, they are. Yeah, says I had an anatomy teacher like that. She was out for like a month and some change because of quote unquote back surgery. She gives assignments out of the book every day and never graded it. Oh, I just meal. Johnny Cage also says, teach, you just need to get some. It kind of does. Or she just needs to be out and about, be social. Because it really felt like she was a part of a lot of things and she took kind of the school events a bit too seriously. But that's just my opinion.
gotcha.
That's just my opinion. Yellow says she lost it because she was trying to collect it all the last minute before she came back. I just well, you know, well, I'm hoping all those people, wherever they are now, hopefully they're doing better than when we last met them. Because you're gonna meet people who might be in the worst part of their lives, and that doesn't necessarily reflect who they are as a person. Either way,
True.
they could be a good person, but they're probably were a bad teacher. Gail says our sub was my grandmother's neighbor, and she told me and my mom that she really was at the beach. Everybody got hundreds for that grading period. Oh man, teachers
I would
got
probably I would
teachers
probably
got
be a
them.
bad teacher.
A bad teacher or a bad teacher?
Bad teacher.
Yeah,
Because
because you'll lose your patience on most of the students.
oh, I do. And I mean, I did whenever I was substituting for that semester.
Mm-hmm.
And and I say semester because like it was literally me and I was basically a teacher but just without the salary
That's
for
that.
one semester.
That's right, and that was one too many.
And I remember I had this conversation with one of the students where they were trying to threaten this to like tell the office that I took their phone. They're like, you can't do that. Like, okay, well, I can. They're like, no, you can't. We're gonna get you fired. I'm like, okay, I don't care. Do you think I work here because I love kids? And then one of them chimes in saying, like, then why are you working here? And I just go on a tangent, going like, okay, do any of you work as a in the cash as a cashier? Some people raise their hands, like, okay, wow, you work as a cashier? You must want to do that for the rest of your life, don't you? No. There you go.
Hashtag relatable. Mike Gettle says, I'll be swearing at them kids. My motto will be, fuck them kids. Yeah, it just proves that probably not anyone who watches the channel is probably not fit to be a teacher. Except maybe Blue. But that's because she's a woman. Anyways.
I mean, yeah, I'll try to be a teacher one day. Maybe if I have the patience. But I'll still be snarky.
Johnny Case's Jack was a grumpy old man before his 20s.
Not even grumpy, it's just having the attitude. You know, seriously.
I mean, he already has a bad back, so.
I remember. Okay, so remember whenever we were in high school, there be some times where like we take a test and the teacher's like, "Okay, class, remember this question. Please make sure you write this answer down because we haven't taught this part." Right?
Right.
Well, I did the same thing, but this time to emphasize, I said it 3 times throughout like the first 10 minutes. And I even made everyone repeat back to me. Like what's for question 26? Like this is like, okay, good. Everyone got it. 10 minutes later. No, I think it was like 30 minutes later, like halfway into the test. One of the kids say, "Sir, this wasn't taught in class." So like, which question? 26? I look at him. I look at the board because that's where I put it. I put the answer right there in big letters. Not really. Like I didn't tell you anything about that? Like, no. Class, what did I tell y'all? What's the answer? Everyone repeats back in unison. He looks at me, he's like, "Man, you fruity." Like, I'm fruity. I'm just giving you back the same energy you gave me. And you're saying I'm fruity?
Man, why are you so extra? I like how, was it a he or she?
A guy.
I like how his response wasn't to be like not say anything out of embarrassment. It was to call you were fruity.
Yep, it was just to call me fruity. This is because no one else in the school had the balls to talk back to students, mostly because they actually have a permanent position there.
Right. Tenure, you could say.
Yep. But I can because I don't have a permanent position there.
Johnny K says he laughs hard and says, "Effing legend, give that kid an A plus." Oh man, that would have been nice. That would have been nice to witness. See, of all things to call you fruity is to be called fruity. You don't even dress nice.
Nope.
You don't dress.
Hey.
You don't even dress nice as that one metrosexual geometry teacher we had.
Although I remember one time, the kids I ordered my DoorDash late. This is when it was like still fairly fresh, like the DoorDash itself. It came in late. I told everyone, "Hey, I gotta really eat now," because everyone else just ate, and it was like 10 minutes after like the last bell. That's how long I waited. Like, please don't mind me. I'm gonna be eating. My God, these people, they're like the freaking. It's like if you had, your dogs, how they always beg. It's like having 30 of them looking at you.
Yo, Chief, she gonna pass that fry?
I don't blame them. Because that school lunch has gone pretty bad since we left.
Oh, and already it was kind of on thin ice when we were eating it.
Yeah, it was degrading when we were the more years was progressing, mostly due to Michelle Obama. But yeah,
thanks Obama.
Thanks Obama, Mrs. Obama.
If that is your real sex. Sorry, my conspiracy theory hat came on. Carry on. Kata says, and as a response, he says, "I may be fruity, but at least I'm right." You know what's funny? Ghetto was in your shoes, he actually would. He actually probably would say something like that right
Yeah,
at the kid's face.
yeah, he would.
Johnny K says you don't even dress nice. Now that was on the call.
But
Hey,
I
look,
really don't.
I don't either. We're a bunch of nerds. I think aside from maybe, and I and actually I don't know. For all I can know,
Well,
Ghetto could just be wearing a wife beater and basketball shorts as we speak. With
or
hold
just a
on,
speedo.
with socks and sandals. I think, like I said, as anyone who watches this channel, I think none of us dress nice.
Well, we don't dress nice in the sense of like fancy nice. We just
You're telling me every morning you don't wake up to go to work, you don't put on your nice dress shoes, nice tailored pants, button shirt, tie, and a suit jacket, all to stand in a guard post all day.
my job they require a uniform. That's not like that.
Oh, a uniform.
A
Oh.
uniform, and I had to buy my own steel toe boots, which kind of sucked. But at the same time, it was like a ha, I told you so to my supervisor.
No, I did the same thing with my slip resistant shoes, and my shirt, and my pants. Gosh, AutoZone was certainly an arc thing.
Oh my god.
I had to buy my whole uniform, even the socks, even
Yeah.
the part of the body that no one looks at unless it's super apparent. There was even a dress code for that.
Oof.
Like
Let's see. Johnny
Johnny's.
Cage says, "I try to look nice, at least when I'm out and about."
Oh yeah, same
Same.
here. But like,
Yeah, same here.
when we're inside, we're in our inside clothes with our inside hair and our inside voices and our inside chair.
Inside.
Guess says, guess says, bro, that's eerily close. I'm wearing pajama pants though. I mean, I can just
Careful, Ghetto. He has a camera in your house.
and all it can and I'll give you one hint. Chuck Berry. Good luck with that one. Johnny Cage says, sole reason I don't wear suits often is to 40 degrees Celsius. Yeah, that's blazing hot. Although it doesn't. Although I think the only places I've seen where it could be that hot, but people still have on their nice suits with their gator shoes. He get understood my reference. Nice
You know,
is I was about to say is Puerto Rico. Those Puerto Ricans, they will dress to the ninth degree no matter how hot it is because it's Sunday. You gotta dress nice, and by God, we gotta look good at the cookout after church service.
one thing I have to say though, as an American,
As American,
the fuck is a Celsius?
oh don't be coy. Don't give Johnny the ammunition. Even I know Celsius.
No, the fuck is a Celsius? We only use Fahrenheit in this stream.
The real thing is what the F is a Kelvin.
Kelvin. Kelvin. No, it's not that.
Oh man. I think I've only seen the first two movies. The first
Not
one
Alvin and the Chipmunks. I'm talking about Kevin from the
Oh, I thought you were
Home
trying
Alone
to. I
series.
thought you were doing a pun on Alvin.
No.
Johnny Cage says, "I love my button shirts, easy to dress up, and so I can like a true Latino." And Johnny also says, "Why are you the way, Jack? Why are you the way you are?"
Because, character development. There you go.
Yeah, he says that, but to quote Billy Joel, he loves you just the way you are. No homo though. Also,
All the homo.
by the way, speaking of homoeroticness, I think Virgo's streaming right now. And let's say if we stop by his stream for just a quick second. What do you say,
Yeah,
Jack?
let me go to my Twitch right now and pop up his stream. Oh no, it's an ad. Make sure you have that turned off for a second.
Let's see. I'm popping. I'm opening up Virgo stream as we speak. Oh no, I gotta log into my Twitch account.
Oh no, you gotta log into Twitch. How could you?
This will be quick. If I can remember
Let me see.
what password I use. Nope, not that.
There we go.
Nope,
I can remember
not that one.
There we go.
Nope, not that one.
Too late. He's playing Neo.
Yeah, so it was Neo 2 actually.
Neo 2.
Nope, not that one.
Ooh.
Got it. Took 3 attempts, but I got my password. We can say I got a lot of passwords.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of JoJo, I'm talking like as if Virgo's actually in chat right now. We need to buy that game right now, sometime soon.
I know, cause then guess what? Virgo and Ghetto can then play with us. Oh, gotta mute the thingamabob. And let me move this window all over here. Yeah, we'll have our JoJo. It's just right now, I can't be spending too much on entertainment as we speak, but it will come. It will come. Just like Ghetto. And let me just go ahead.
This.
Play catcher.
He's questioning me. He's like, aren't y'all streaming?
Hold on. See, fit the screen. There we go.
A stream and a stream. This is some quality content, guys.
Oh, this is great
At
quality
one point,
content.
this would be the only game I played on stream.
Stealing someone else's content.
Hold on.
Well, it wasn't the only, but it was like the major
Man, we've been holding on with you for 5 minutes already.
No, it's here. Everyone can see on the YouTube.
I'm already.
In stream stream?
Yep.
In Sep stream? I don't know.
Streamception.
Hold on.
I suck at words.
Stream.
But I also suck at
in
love.
a stream within another stream.
I freaking hate this PS5 controller, bro.
Ooh, he's got that. He's got that.
I can't mash him.
That Final Fantasy music right there. That's Stormblood.
Calm down, gorilla bitch.
Yes, he is. Let's see how.
I forgot that's one of the moves you gotta hold down.
Yeah, my man has Stormblood.
I think.
Oh wait, it's not. That's not Stormblood. That's Shadowbringers.
Give me 1 second. I'll rechat. Let me after I kill Donkey Kong.
I think Virgo's been playing Neo 2 for like a year now.
A stream in a stream within another. Just like that. I'm a streamer playing a stream while watching another nigga stream. That's what you said at the time.
Shadow says, okay, so I got both yours and history going at the same time in the same browser.
Playing that game is
disorienting as hell.
I get it. It's okay not to like anime and shit like that because it's not everybody's thing. I didn't like BET.
No, it's not. It's not okay.
You know, people call me
never
a sellout
okay
for
to
like,
not
oh my
like
God,
anime.
You don't like the show that says every black person should be a single parent? You don't like that type of TV? I was like, no, I like better TV for black people. I like TV that makes it seem like, normal human beings.
Follow the Kaiju Brothers.
Yes.
Anyone on Twitch, follow the Kaiju Brothers.
I don't like when people think JoJo is just gay because how them niggas be posing. You know
exactly.
I mean?
Thank you. I know he can't hear us, but
daddy's gay, they don't
JoJo ain't gay.
A lot of niggas is gay and don't even know it. Shout out to the gangbangers of America. Fuck this guy.
Yo, this is what a schizophrenic breakdown feels like.
I mean, I want to go outside and hang around with a bunch of
mute one of them, Ghetto. Jeez.
And do nothing and jump around and make
music.
All right,
I'm gonna leave him alone.
Yeah, save here.
Okay, Sonny. You do that. Song already.
Oh, where's our mouse? There it is. There's our mouse.
God damn, Twitch is ugly. That's what Johnny Cage says. Johnny also says, I'm a stream playing a stream disguised as another stream. Hell yeah.
Wait, whoa, hold on. Let me catch.
There we go. All right, we'll leave him alone so he can play his weed games with his weed music.
Hey, that's some good music.
I know. Hey, just because. Hey, it's your fault that you associate weebness with negativity.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Johnny JoJo is kind of gay. Oh, it's on the tip. You know, it's right on the tip.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Especially that one scene where Giovanna was trying to heal the bullet wounds from Mista.
I forget how that looked like. I thought you were gonna go with the Abdul Joseph scene.
I mean, both were but at the same time, with the one with Giovanna, it looked very much like he was giving head.
Oh, I remember now. Okay, I remember what scene you're talking about. That was, I believe that was after Dio, not Dio. That was after Ghetto's favorite stand fight and his all-time favorite stand.
Yep.
Ghetto says, and Dio is a canon bisexual, which isn't gay.
It's half gay.
No, it's not gay.
It's half gay.
If Ghetto says being bi isn't gay, then it isn't gay.
No, it's not fully gay, but it's half gay.
3/4. Quarter and a half.
No, 3/4 is too much.
2/5.
Okay, that's fine.
Go into. All right, that was fun. All right, let's switch gears now. And
oh, I'm stalling.
You're installing or stalling?
I'm stalling, both metaphorically and and in the stream apparently.
Johnny says it's like amateur game.
My man,
the amateur leagues.
HAC, don't you remember what happens when you shift too fast in a manual car? You stall.
It's been a long time since I drove in a manual car. Not since the incident.
Flashback.
Anyways, so Street Fighter 6. Before the stream started, I did say I didn't feel like wanting to go to the trailer, but I actually should ask Jack. Did you actually, at least if not seen the trailer, are aware of everything that was announced from the Tokyo Game Show event?
I seen everything within another reaction video.
Fair enough. All right, so there's gonna be going through a lot of content. So easy step out of the way. New characters. Essentially, we now have the full Street Fighter 2 cast. Original Street Fighter 2. So World Warrior. All of them are now in Street Fighter 6 with the inclusion of not divorced Ken, E Honda, Blanca, and Dalsim. Actually, I lied. It's not the full cast. We're missing one more character to consider the full roster of Street Fighter 2. And I actually am surprised he was not, if he is in the game, I'm surprised he was not shown. So that was at least a little interesting. Johnny says, oh yeah, the wife did take the kids. Ken went to buy cigarettes. I can respect that. Ghetto says, I'm bummed they got rid of Ruben Langdon as Ken. I mean, look, he's already voicing your other favorite Capcom character. It's cool you can voice another, but I'm not too bummed about it. But yeah, so as far as the actual what the cast of characters and what their differences or things they're looking forward to. Well, first off, Jack, because I do know for sure that Ken was your man back in the Street Fighter 4, and you were severely disappointed with how he was done in Street Fighter 5. So that being said, how is Ken shaping up to you with how he's now designed in Street Fighter 6? How is he? Sorry, go ahead.
He's looking pretty good. I like the emphasis on the kicks, the Jinrai kicks, as they call them.
I actually do like that, and I do like that he had. I don't know if it was a target combo or it's actually a move where he can essentially he has a starting attack and he can go to like 3 different other kick attacks.
It's a Rekka.
Oh, it's a Rekka?
It's kind of like a Rekka since it goes from the initial. It was like a forward quarter circle kick, and it can go between either a heavy, light, medium, or heavy kick, depending.
Ah, okay. I thought it was like something like you can go to whichever attack you want from the first one. But yeah, that's cool. He's which is, I would say, I was actually kind of surprising considering that I think at least starting from, I want to say, Super Street Fighter 2, a lot of his whole shtick is that he had, one of the things that made him stand out from Ryu was that he had the stronger Shoryuken, while Ryu had the stronger Hadouken. But as over the years, now they changed to where Ken is a lot more focused on lot of kick attacks, at least from here. And you saw a
Mhm.
little bit of it, in Street Fighter Five, and but it originally started all the way back in Street Fighter Three, probably with I think it was maybe original Street Fighter Three, but could have started with Second Impact. So I do always did like the emphasis with to make Ken different that he has a lot more kick leg based attacks just to make it different from plain old Ryu.
Oh, and the fact is that Ken does have what it looks like a target combo, and it can go into that little Rekka.
Which again started off back in Street Fighter Three.
Yeah, so like, that's why you saw that part where he did the freaking cross. That was so crazy, doing the freaking cross up,
Yeah, that's pretty cool actually.
and then into a Shoryuken. Now that was perfect.
And
I am liking the fact that also at least for me, whenever it came to 5, the little dash that Ken did was a little bit weird.
oh, that's right. His like that weird like second that weird run. Not even a dash. It was just a run he did. That it's kind of funny because when you press it, the animation immediately starts, and he's like running like as it's like he's jogging a bit.
Yeah, at least this one, it seems a little bit more responsive from the looks of it.
And he has actual hair this time.
Ah, yes, not the banana hair Ken.
Nope, they fixed his. They fixed his face. They fixed
And his eyebrows.
They fixed his hair and his eyebrows, and essentially they made him like, hey, look, we pretty much made him Terry Bogard, but he's not Terry Bogard. At least Marco the Wolf's Terry Bogard. He's a lot of resemblance to that version of the character. Ghetto says, I mean, they replace a good chunk of the VAs besides Ryu and Judy. Yeah, I know. I definitely am aware of that. I know they replaced Chun Li's VA. Johnny K says he does get a kick out of those kicks. Get it? I know you get it. Sorry, it's been a rough day. It's all right, man. Can't be funny all the time. Can't be funny all the time.
Exactly. You did your best.
And that's all that matters.
You get an F.
But when they're graded with a curve, so it goes into a C.
But sadly, I don't believe in curves, so it's still an F.
Try again next time.
Try again next semester.
Johnny comments, is Ken's kid name Rock by any chance? No, it's Melvin, which is still a bad name, but whatever.
Melvin?
Yeah, I believe that's what Ken's son's name is, Melvin. I think.
Ugh.
I know, it's
disgusting.
Yeah.
Who was the one that named it? I bet you it was his wife. His wife was like, I'm gonna give him Melvin.
Eliza? Probably. Even Johnny's like, bruh, with Melvin. Oh, but since this game confirmed now takes place after Street Fighter 3, maybe you can finally see Melvin growing up. Maybe he can be a DLC character. Of course, then that will kind of make Sean irrelevant.
I want Sean.
I want Sean to get redeemed, considering how poorly he was designed in Third Strike. Just give him a chance.
I did like those basketballs. They were fun.
They were fun, but man, was he a bottom tier for a reason.
Yep.
So it'll be good. It'll be good to
that
see him come
was
back.
Ass.
Ghetto says, "I need Elena back." There is a lot of characters you all want back.
Oh,
and it's always
speaking of that,
and it's always gonna be from whatever was our first Street Fighter game. Yes.
Speaking of that, there was a little reference. Whenever they were showing off the character, not creation, but like how they're running around the world. One of the people, I guess someone that developed the game, they made one of the characters look like Elena as a reference.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, in that same trailer, it has also showed that in the big World Tour mode, you can literally put in your own Street Fighter OC, and a lot of people are comparing it to Xenoverse, where you could essentially train under any of the Street Fighter legacy characters, get their moves, and that's part of your toolkit, which I'm actually glad that's a thing, because that's like one of those, in my mind, is like, oh man, wouldn't that be a cool idea to actually, oh no, now I'm thinking about it, the World Tour mode in this game is like a step closer to like my dream fighting game MMO, where You're essentially taking bits and pieces of special moves from these different characters to make your own toolkit, and you can go and fight other characters with that, and it's your own created character. This is like that first major step towards that dream becoming reality.
You know what just came into mind?
What?
What if they did make a Street Fighter Xenoverse type of thing?
Well, it was gonna,
and in only one aspect, because this is as far as I got, and no one played it.
for
Raid bosses. Imagine having 10 fighters running around
So you guess
trying to beat M. Bison or Seth, maybe Gil.
Johnny says the very idea of a fighting game MMO sounds like my personal hell. Oh, I get it, but it's just, I guess, more like it's the fanciful idea. Maybe it works better as single player, but to your thing, Jack, I know Street Fighter V has something a little similar in which they mechanically did add like raid bosses where you can fight this suit up M Bison or this suit up Akuma.
Yeah, I remember that.
And all of that. So it's not, they've done something like that before, so it's not within, it's not impossible.
But imagine this. You have the 10 fighters all in the same battlefield. They're all fighting Seth. One of them gets sucked into the Ultra, becoming a part of Seth, and then launched into another set of like another 2 fighters.
At that point, that's gonna feel less like Street Fighter and more like actual Xenoverse.
I know, but it sounds cool.
Ghetto says my first Street Fighter was Super Street Fighter 4. Just because they're like a favorite, Ella is my main. Yeah. The point is that there's that Street Fighter we're all gonna have attached to, or just fighting it in general, and it would be cool to see a lot of old characters return back. Personally, there's a character I really want to see in 6. Honestly, it's Eagle from Street Fighter 1 and Street Fighter Alpha 3.
I just want El Fuerte.
I changed my answer. Change my answer. It's El Fuerte, then Eagle.
Hell yeah.
Because I don't care how many gringos get upset about El Fuerte. He is amazing. And yes, he is probably has a weird toolkit and not easy to understand. But by God, he's at least a very interesting type of grappler character.
And it's not even weird. It's super simple to get through it. You just need to remember the stuff, like the inputs.
Which, funny enough, I think when I was using El Fuerte playing Old Street Fighter 4, I'm so used to how he is in Super Street Fighter 4 on my 3DS that I think they actually changed his buttons for Ultra, and I'm like, wait a minute, I don't remember his moves working like this. So I kept getting confused. I think he legitimately changed his control schemes a bit. Johnny Kate says, Danny Bickey, where he at? I'm sure
he's been in a bunch of them now.
Let's see. The only ones he hasn't been in is, I'm gonna consider the games after he was introduced. Yeah, he wasn't in any of the Street Fighter 3s. And the Street Fighter EXs, if you want to count those. So yeah, he actually has been pretty much in everything. He wasn't even in a few of the Marvel vs. Capcom games, so. But he's one of those characters that, if you don't put him there, people are gonna get upset. Like Johnny. Just like people get upset when Sakura's not there.
Ah, yes. I wonder if there's gonna be an even older Sakura.
This time she'll look like she's a mother.
Oh no.
Well, actually, I mean they can go anywhere, because this is now we're in the game's gonna be farthest in the timeline. She actually can be an adult for once. Like, she's gonna be past her mid-20s, and she ain't gonna. There you go. Getta says, "Give me OL Sakura." There you go. Yep, she's gonna be old enough to put in an office lady outfit. There you go. There's your fan art. Johnny K says, "You just want El Fuerte because you can't play Angel, you scrub." Well, first off, I remember playing El Fuerte before I even knew. I'm sorry, not Angel. Angel. Excuse me. I know.
Ah, yes, Angel.
I was playing it before I even knew Angel even existed, and
Exactly.
that's because during that time I didn't even know King of Fighters was even a game series that existed. Johnny K says, "Put Fei Long in or re-riot." Um. I think I remember. Oh, there was like an extremely minor controversy about the inclusion of Fei Long. I don't know what it was.
Pretty much that the family for Bruce Lee did not want to
Oh,
have it.
that's right. That's right. You're right. I know. I talked about this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
I
been a,
don't.
it's been a long time. Cut me some slack. I would love to
All
put
right,
Fei
just a
Long
little
is.
slack.
I love to put Fei Long because even in his story mode, it implies that he styles himself after the legendary film actor martial artist, very much implying Bruce Lee. So it's all done with reverence, not with mockery. But who knows? Maybe the Bruce Lee estate probably doesn't see it that way, unless they get paid a lot of money.
Probably the eyebrows. It's always the eyebrows when it comes to these games.
Johnny Cage says all fighting games have to have a Bruce Lee. It's a mandatory. Johnny Cage says then the family went like, "What? We didn't say that." Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
My chair.
Uh-oh.
The chair lost a button.
Your chair lost a button?
No
what
more.
Kind of chair do you have?
A good one. Now it's back in. The button's saved.
God dang. Do you have one of them? Can your chair make all wishes come true?
Yes. It can make my butt feel nice.
Can you tell me how many jokers there are?
How many jokers they are? Wait, what?
Yes. What's the true identity of the Joker?
Ask
the chair.
I see what you did there. No, it's not the Mobius chair.
Oh.
But at least I would be an idiot like Batman and just ask it another question instead of just go leave the chair to investigate the three Jokers, and then not come back to that plot point for like years. And then when they finally do it, it's in a story that's not even in continuity. Stupid. But hey, look, as Gato said, it'll make for a fun animated movie. So I cannot wait for people to go, "Yo, man, have you seen that Batman 3 Jokers? It's like the best animated movie ever." Y'all, man, I can't believe Joker was really this thing. Oh, dude, man, that's for real.
Then one guy in the background, why didn't he ask another question?
And then that person gets thrown out of the convention. But back to Street Fighter. So yeah. I do want to at least give some love to the other characters, because even though none of us main E Honda, Blanca, or Dalsim, I do like the fact that Blanca's little toy, the Blanca-chan, I do like how that's part of his toolkit now that he uses to fight. I thought that was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And also do like how Blanca just now looks like a Warcraft ogre or orc or whatever.
Tomato. I don't know what the difference is.
Oh, I just find it funny that the more, because of the more art style, there's like they have to be like, how are we gonna do Blanca? And so the best thing is, all right, we're gonna make him less green. You're gonna side shave his hair and just give him a big goofy smile. E Honda's gonna E Honda, as much as you gotta have your Bruce Lee character, apparently, because Japan, you gotta have your sumo character that no one plays, but the one player who uses them always wins because no one knows how to deal with them.
Block.
Yeah, until they grab you. Which is why I hate it fighting against E Honda in Street Fighter 2. Hate it.
Just don't let them get next to you.
But not as much as I hate T-Hawk. T-Hawk in both Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter 4 was annoying to deal with, and I hate him.
That was fun in the sense of like the memories, but not fun because I was always in the getting attacked by him. I remember we had me and another guy, we had a friend that played T-Hawk, mostly because he didn't know how to play Street Fighter. But at the same time, we were all not really well versed in it anyways, but he would just keep spamming them what was it? Tomahawk, tomahawk, tomahawk,
Mexican typhoon.
tomahawk, tomahawk. That every single time.
Good lord. Johnny Case says these Batman anime movies have been a waste. Johnny Case says Brazil, where women are hoes like Laura and men are green gorillas with orange hair. Hey man, is Capcom wrong? Is Capcom wrong? Keto says I still think about that tourney where the girls spam Honda slap move and won a few matches. I mean, that wasn't. Yeah, it is funny to think about that, but consider the context situation. She was fighting against someone of equal skill level, so people who don't know, they're gonna get hit by the same move multiple times. That pressure, man, that complex pressure of a Honda main. Johnny Cage says, if he played T-Hawk, he wasn't your friend.
Oh yeah, we later learned that whenever we got on after like a long hiatus from the Xbox. We got on. He then came into our Xbox Live party. This is Xbox 360, guys. He came into the party, said hello, and a kind of weird snarky attitude. Then says, "You guys left me, and I had to make new friends." And then he then proceeds to spend like 5 quiet minutes with us, and then says, "Well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna talk to my other friends." And we never talked to him again.
Wow, he sure showed you.
Yeah.
He sure showed you. Also, speaking of characters people hate to fight, Dawson, which I'll use him for a bit. I always liked Dawson. I always liked his moves.
Hate the floaty. He's too floaty.
Well, too bad. That's Dawson at his best when he's floating. Except if it's in a Marvel vs. Capcom game, then at that point is like, how do you hyperize a very floaty character?
Yoga teleport. Yoga teleport. Yoga teleport.
Yoga fire. And Ghetto, we will have that rematch soon enough. Just when I remember to do so, then we'll have that rematch. Yo, Jack, Ghetto and I one day we replaced the Street Fighter 5, and we had a sick back and forth with my Dawson and his Alex. Best part of the fight, he was about I think he was about to do the big power bomb grab, and then a yoga teleported as he was about to grab me. He whipped on his grab, and I was able to punish him for it. So it was like, whoop, missed me, then hit him. I was like, so this is what a Dawson player feels like. Just a whole bunch of just doing a whole bunch of BS.
It wasn't as much BS as I remember one time. I think I told you about it. Basically, there was this guy that was way above my league, but he was just messing around with me, and I knew that because after this is in Street Fighter 4, I was playing Dan because I knew I was not going to be able to beat him. But I tried to do my best, and on the second round, he was about to finish me off, and he got me by he pretty much had me because I jumped into him while he was gonna, and then he started using his Sonic Hurricane. Somehow, I did the button input so fast that whenever Dan, as soon as he landed on the floor, I beat the game to where my Ultra came out first before the damage came in. And I hit him with my Ultra, and I won that round. Safe to say, he beat me to a pulp after that.
Yeah, I remember this story. But hey, you got that one win, and that's all that counts.
Yeah, he went. He just put on he went 100% there.
Kind of reminds me of like just actually this past few days played Tekken 7. I think it was against a Kazuya player, and pretty much that first round I pretty much nearly perfected him. And then after that, that's when he brought his aim game up, and it was like a back and forth between us. I could tell he was pissed just because I almost got a perfect on him on the first round. So, so yeah, all the characters there. Um, World Tour mode, which is the big single player content of Street Fighter Six. I am honestly hoping that is actually is fun and that it's something that Capcom or the Street Fighter devs will continue to update and add on as time goes by, because that could be something very fun, especially with the character customization, which, from the looks of it, is already it's already like more robust than most fighting games that have character creators, which is not much. It's certainly more robust than Tekken's. We'll see if it's as robust as Soul Calibur's. So I think Soul Calibur still remains the at least the fighting game with the most freedom when it comes to character creation.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully see a lot of that. And I actually do like the idea when they were showing up how kind of travel and traversing Metro City is with the game. I do like the idea of almost kind of using a little bit of that Metroidvania design, where unlocking certain character moves allows you to explore more of the city.
Ah, yes, that weird spitting bird kick that was slowly going from point A to point B.
Hey man, is there another efficient way to go from one building to the next without
Jump,
without touching the floor?
jump.
Yeah, but you don't look like a human helicopter when you do
That was so awkward. Like everything
it.
was so fast paced, and then you hear quietly spinning bird kick gliding across the map.
So now my only concern is that if that mode is not up to snuff in terms of just the fun of it, the longevity and content, then I think fans will give its will say it's ambitious, but it could be a big overstep. And I do want to and I do hope that the mode is fun and people don't just say, well, at least it has it more than Street Fighter Five, because it's plainly obvious that Street Fighter Six is essentially one big apology for Street Fighter Five.
Yep.
But I do hope it becomes more. It does more than that, than just be like we're just doing everything that Street Fighter Five didn't do, and actually focus on making sure that the game is well made, and all each of the modes presented are fun, and it will make Street Fighter Six worthy to play at launch, and if not at launch, at least within a more within a more what's that word looking for? Or at least nearly after, slightly after launch, because if it's a big multiplayer games, very rarely do they work well on the date of its release, unless it didn't have a bunch of betas before that. And I am very intrigued though how they're gonna do the arcade cabinets, because when I saw that, I was actually like, okay, that's pretty cool. That in this little kind of hub world you can go into, that you can, in between doing online matches, be like, you know what, I feel like playing some Street Fighter Alpha, or Street Fighter 3, or Street Fighter 2, and hopefully maybe different games like Puzzle Fighter or Darkstalkers, or heck, just other non-fighting Capcom arcade games.
I think the way it's gonna play out, basically, you'll see the cabinets there, and maybe you'll see when you're not playing on the cabinet, you'll see someone else on it. But really, you could still access it. It'll be like press that button, you'll kind of phase through into the person, and it'll look like you're taking over the seat, and
Well,
you're playing it.
yeah, probably. Although I doubt they'll do this, because I don't know how the heck they're able to implement it. But imagine you can do online matches with people on those old arcade games.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, also, supposedly the lobbies, and they're gonna be lobbies. For that, what was it called? Battle
Uh,
something? Battle City? I don't remember.
the
But
like
that multiplayer world.
right?
Basically, it's gonna be 100 people per lobby, supposedly.
Well, it better because I have a little bit of faith because with kind of like fun lobbies like that, sometimes it kind of works to its detriment. Big example being Guilty Gear Strive,
Mhm.
and it's like the tower things with its lobbies,
Yeah.
and those are just they're just not really designed, and it's anyone there's population there, it's hard to get any matches.
That and it's just very sweaty.
Johnny Case says, Darksuckers, man, somebody revive that corpse. Well, hey, the best you get is that Capcom Fighting Collection from official sources, and each of the Darksuckers games can be played online. So, hey, I say it's better than nothing, and at least they give you access to every single release of Darkstalkers, and you can play them online with rollback netcode. So,
Oh, so I hope that the incentive, at least maybe it's like a slight incentive of doing the world tour, is that you in casual play, because I don't want it in ranked. In casual play, you can be able to use your character from world tour. I don't know. I kind of want to have that, just
and
like how it's Soul Calibur, you can have your custom character out.
oh yeah, that'll be a lot of fun, and to also use that in local matches as well. That would be weird not to do that because it's like one of those plainly obvious benefits of having a creative character. And I'm hoping, as a, ooh, excuse me, and I'm hoping
Mhm.
just like with Soul Calibur, that you can also uh create create your own characters outside of the single player mode. Because it would be very disappointing if they are just stuck in that mode and cannot be used anything outside of that mode.
Mm, It's probably gonna depend.
Oh my
Because
gosh, do you know for good what other fighting game had a robust create a character mode?
who? Which one?
Mortal Kombat Armageddon. In which you can use your which you can make multiple creative characters, and literally what they all did in that game was, oh, you're not going to get the best like customization in regards to how your player looks, but essentially like, okay, here's the entire roster special moves, pick and choose, and here are combo strings that you can use for your character, and you can make the most busted character in that game that is entirely OP, getting the best moves, the best combo strings, just make them utterly unable to lose. That's fun. And the best part, the developers are also smart where there's some costumes where I kid you not, there was one costume that said something like anime hair one, and and it was Goku's hair, but they didn't call it Goku's hair.
Ah.
So they're also kind of secretly like, hey, you're able to make, you can make your favorite characters in the Mortal Kombat Armageddon engine. Johnny Cases, didn't Jump Force have that shit? Did Jump Force have customizable create your own characters? I never played Jump Force. I don't know. Gato, you play Jump Force. Maybe you can enlighten us. uh, but let's see. Anything else? I think those were the two big things, and of course, a lot of emphasis on the.
Oh, and the tournament battles that apparently will be taking place. I don't know if that's something you have to set up, or if the game itself will like be like, hey, if you want to join this tournament, join, and you'll have a prize of, I don't know, X fight money. Hopefully, they don't bring that back though.
Yeah, no, we don't need it. We don't need that unless the game is free to play.
Yeah.
That I could,
Then yeah.
yeah. But as for the tournament, I think that this is gonna be something like make that you're required to have a certain strong connection. But it's literally just like any tournament coming up, you can register to be on it, regardless of status, unless the tournament organizers have the requirements.
By the way, is anyone ever gonna use a freaking photo booth?
that maybe for that first week, and I'm not gonna rag too much about it. It's literally just you know what that felt like. I felt like the program. I felt like the devs one day is like, let's just add something silly. Photo mode here, there you go.
It reminds
It's a
me of
quick and easy. It's a quick and easy way to kind of implement a social media type of connection to the game. That's really all that is to it.
True, but it's just like so weird. It's like the equivalent of having a space themed amusement park and then having a clown picture booth right next to it.
I mean, it is what it is. What it is. It is what it is. Also, Ghetto, he said that for Jeff's story mode there was a created character, but he didn't play it because I quote, "I have standards." And he did play J Star's Victory Versus. Which one? PS3 or PS4 version? Because I've only played the PS3 version of J Star Victory Versus. They want an older friend I had, and by older I mean he was older than me. I mean it's a friend from like years ago. He had that game, and he was, I kid you not, Jack. You probably would be slightly annoyed with him because he was the biggest fanboy for Naruto.
If
Like
we had that in my group.
he has literally he showed me he has the entire Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm games on the PS3.
I had my friend and I, we had someone, this was during the Xbox 360 days. We had someone, I swear it could have been the other guy's cousin, the one that I recently talked about that he apparently felt like we left him. I
Right?
think it was his cousin. His cousin was so into Naruto, like super into it, and says that it's the best anime, nothing can ever beat it. And
frankly, it's the greatest of all time. Nothing can surpass it. Anyone who says so are lying and jealous.
and what was worse, that he would talk like in a very nasally voice and very high pitched,
Oh
like right
no!
there.
Oh
Yeah.
no! Well, guess what?
What?
My friend also had that same voice thing as well,
It was like very high pitched then.
and did wear glasses.
I feel like he would, but he never told us. But we made fun of his name because it was pretty much, it was called Ecstatic. That was his name, Ecstatic, on the game. Even though now we know it's just an SAT word, but we use his name as an insult sometimes.
Because he's ecstatic for Naruto.
No, because he would whine every single time whenever we did something that he did not like. Like, for example, let's say we killed him one too many times in Halo. He would start whining about it, and it was bad.
Johnny Case's genjutsu of that level won't work on me. I would say them regards to my friend who was super into Naruto years ago. I at least had a hand in kind of making him gotta go at least move beyond. He probably still likes Naruto nowadays, but get him out of his Naruto fanboyism. But I think I just replaced it with another one because with me, I pretty much be like, yeah, look, Naruto's cool, but you know what's another game that has ninjas, but also, but better? And he goes, what? And I told him, okay, and this is and a time period when in disclaimer, the game I'm about to mention was brand new at the time, so it gives you an idea what year are we in. I told him, you know, I think you'll really like Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
Oh.
And I kid you not, I pitched it to him so well that I think a month or two later he got the game. And then from there he then left that Naruto hole and fell into the Metal Gear hole.
In the end, I realized that you're like me.
Try to change his story. You'll okay. I'll stop there. Johnny K says, "Don't talk to Naruto fanboys. Talk to Sasuke fanboys. Those are the interesting ones."
Ah, yes. The only thing I ever liked about Naruto was the Naruto Bridge series, because it literally made no sense, and it knows that it
Now,
made no sense.
which one are you talking about? Are you talking about like I think what was like the popular abridged series at during that time, or you're talking about the abridged of the abridged series?
No, the one that was popular at the time, not the abridge of the abridge.
So not the one with David Bowie Kakashi.
No, okay. I don't remember it ever saying that it was the abridged of an abridge.
It is. That specific Naruto abridged series was literally making fun of the Naruto abridged series. It was an abridge of an abridge.
My God, it didn't even. It just called itself Naruto Abridged, and that was the first thing that it popped.
But that's because the abridged of the bridge got more popular. People saw that more than the actual abridged series.
Then yes, I saw the one with David Bowie. I keep telling you, I'm not David Bowie. I used to remember the freaking Milkman song.
Milkman.
As a milkman waiting in the stars.
Freaking that Naruto series. Naruto helped Jack appreciate David Bowie more than his music history appreciation class.
Guys, we gotta help him. He's attacking Sasuke. No, he is raping me.
Oh, dang it! I kind of want to revisit it, but I'm kind of scared too. I don't know how well it holds up. Ghetto says the original Beer series fell off super hard. Yeah, didn't they pretty much just stop because I think the two people working that series literally just went on to do DBZ abridged.
Probably, and look at them now. The DBZ abridged gone.
No, it's not gone. They just finished, and now they have to, still make YouTube content despite the fact their number one source of traffic for them is over.
Oh! Speaking of which,
but they get a lot of Reddit karma.
You know what's the recent thing that they, at least some of them, been doing, which I don't mind because I like to see it. A behind the scenes type of deal with they're like talking through every individual episode of the DBZA.
Oh, I think I saw some videos that recommended to me, and I was like, good for them. They can explain why it took them years to finish a certain episode.
Wasn't it always just Takahata?
No, not Takahata. It was the Neko Kaiser or Scott. Scott, the perfectionist editor who would which I still can't believe it. He would literally fix mistakes that was in the original scene because it bothered him that much.
Okay, now I know that one was a different one from the other one that's recent. The recent one literally is them playing the show and then just talking over it like a commentary.
I know. I just remember in years ago they did Scott did some videos where where it was like one of the earlier attempts to do behind the scenes, and he explained of how he had to fix mistakes that were in the anime just so that their little series can look nice. And I'm like, dude, man, that's just too much, man.
My favorite thing was seeing his timeline on the editing. It was just like a lot. And then he goes on talking about this one scene with Android 18. Okay, the one problem I had with the scene is you can see her on this truck and she has her jacket, but then in the next scene she doesn't. So I went ahead and I started rebuilding the jacket for the other scene. Like, my God.
See what I mean? It's just a jacket. No one's gonna comment. There's like, oh look, she's missing a jacket.
Seriously, we didn't even notice whenever the actual official episode came out.
Yeah, I basically comments here. Ghetto says, I feel for the Itzy curious. Well, actually, no. Before that, Gil says, one of my friends was like that. Swore up and down Naruto and DBZ were peak anime, and nothing else could top it. Man even took a day off of work to buy Jump Force.
Oh, I feel sorry for him.
Like, that's probably the best game he's ever played. If you guys ever play it, and he probably only picks the DBZ and Naruto characters. It doesn't even try anyone else. I won't pity him. I was like, you know what? You know what you like, and you stick to your lane. Good for you. Ghetto continues. I feel for the insecure kids that imitated Sasuke, hoping it would get them girls. No, I feel bad for the kids who looked up to Gaara because they felt that everyone hated them. When matter of fact is they're just weird and awkward.
It reminds me of that one little scene. I don't remember what movie, but it was basically him going around as a kid. He's walking down the streets, and then everyone's saying hi to him, like, "Hey, how you doing? How you doing?" And his little monologue is like, "Everyone hated me." Oh, what was it? It was a movie about Meet the Robinsons.
Oh, that's right, with the little kid who turns out to be the boiler hat guy from the future.
Yeah.
I gotta rewatch that movie. I don't know how well that holds up because I remember liking it as a kid. Oops, excuse me. Thank you. Gelden says the original Brit series fell off super hard, and he goes, "Oh, let's see. They did, and then they kicked off one of the guys who tried to make Naruto a bridge, but it didn't pan out." I see. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter now. I don't think anyone's craving for like, yo, man, we gotta have Actually, the trend of a bridge series pretty much died out now. It's a relic of YouTube's past if you think about it.
You know, speaking of abridged, there was one thing I learned recently, and it was for the red versus blue guys, the Rooster Teeth guys.
Oh boy, here we go.
It's actually very weird how it was back then. So, okay, they're in the middle of their, I think, second season, second season, somewhere around there. First, probably. The guy that plays Donut, at least just know Donut.
Yeah. Yeah. What about the guy who plays Donut?
Apparently, he hired himself.
Wait, what? How do you hire yourself?
Let me see if I can find the video. Rooster Teeth Donut hired himself.
Johnny, Johnny, remember, every time you post art on Twitter, that's just you
There
hiring yourself. Even though you probably aren't getting paid for those art. And if you
it is under sources.
You're paying yourself.
All right. Or actually, I could just let me just go ahead and share the screen. Share screen.
Share the screen. Give it to us.
All right. Let me double check that it's on display. Oh wait, no, I don't need the display. I could just do that. Let me just double check.
Triple check. Quadruple check.
It doesn't show it fully.
Johnny says WTF to my comment while Ghetto says I hired myself ages ago.
There we go.
As a correspondent for the JAC Show. No.
Right.
Hold on. Before you play Jack.
Mm-hmm.
No. Ghetto's not you're not just a correspondent. You're a black correspondent of the JAC Show.
Yes, you're right.
All right. We gotta fill in a quota, and you filled it. There. The truth is revealed. All right, go on, Jack.
All right.
By the time Jeff was also, we were both managers. There was the shifts had grown quite a bit. And there's a lot of turnover in that business. We hired a lot of college students. Show up, work for a while, quit. No big deal, right? That's circle of life. We tried to make the job as easy as possible so that even if someone had no tech knowledge, they could come in and very quickly get up to speed and start taking calls. But because of this rapid turnover, sometimes there was poor communication on the management side. Sometimes employees would show up for their first day, be like, "Oh, well, I don't have your paperwork. I don't know. Well, let's get you started in the system." You get them going. One day, this dude showed up It was like, hey, I'm here for training. Neither of us was working on this day. It was another manager was working. It was like, oh, well, I don't have any of your hire date or your paperwork. It's like, well, let's just get you started in training and everything. Started the training, started him taking calls, and it wasn't until the next payroll was getting run that I think it was Bernie.
Yeah.
Who was like running the payroll. It's like, hey, who is this guy? He's not in the system. We can't pay him because we don't have any of his information.
So then they had to retroactively put it in, and then later he admitted that, yeah, he just showed up and said he'd been hired and said he was here for day one of training, and Brian was the manager, didn't catch it, and was and so he hired himself.
Yeah.
And he promoted himself to level 2.
Yeah.
Same way.
He was a good employee.
He also
here comes the crazy twist.
Here comes the crazy twist. He also played Donut in Red vs. Blue. What? Dan Godwin.
That's how we met Dan.
That's how we met Dan Godwin.
He hired himself at the call center. And we're like, oh, that guy's a go-getter.
This is insane.
Okay, that's actually
there's an all new show.
Okay, that's actually funny. And also, hold up. Was that dang it? Was that Chad from Screw Attack?
I don't know. Let me.
No, don't worry.
That could be.
It's not important. It's not important. It's old Screw Attack stuff. You wouldn't understand.
I don't care about that guy from Screw Attack.
You telling me you weren't there on the days of Handsome Tom and Stuttering Greg?
I did. I was there.
You're telling me you were there when you watched their video game Vault series about Donkey Kong Country 2 and how it was better than the first game?
No, I didn't care for that.
Exactly. I was there. I was there. I was there. Remember going, man, let's go to Screw Attack. No, there's nothing new. All right, let's go to game trailers. Man, there's nothing new. All right, let's go to cinemasker.com. Hey, James put a new video. Man, that's dang. Memories are flooding to me right now.
So many memories.
Oh god.
So little time.
Of like my early years on the internet.
Yes. I remember when I first watched Two Girls, One Cup.
I'm not gonna say anything because I'm not gonna jinx myself.
I was scarred.
I'm sure you are. Johnny Cate says they've been tricked, they've been backstabbed, and they have quite possibly been bamboozled. Actually, I will admit that actually was funnier than I was kind of thinking it was gonna be something like, oh crap, I thought you were gonna put up like a news article or something.
No,
but then they talk about like in a little animation. I was like, oh, okay, so it's nothing that serious. Still though,
my man literally promoted it. Imagine promoting yourself.
Oh, just like that Obama meme.
Oh yeah, gave himself a medal.
Oh man, you know what's an Obama meme I still don't kind of get?
Which one?
The one with the Chaos Emeralds.
Chaos Emeralds. First I've ever heard of that one.
Wait, you never heard of the Obama meme with the Chaos Emeralds?
No.
Oh. It's not a Sonic thing. I saw it. Well, you know what? Never mind.
The only two things I've known for the Obama memes were Obama giving himself a medal and the Obunga meme.
I don't know what Obunga. I don't know what that is. So I guess is there a section of Obama memes that are not universal anymore?
I guess so. The Obunga meme, it's somewhat still relevant. It's really just Obama, but they photoshopped his face to look pretty weird.
And the Chaos Emerald one, I still don't know what that even came from. It was supposed to be like someone asks the president at the time, the president the question, and it said, Obama says, "You mean the Chaos Emeralds?" Like in his voice, in his tone.
Yeah.
I still don't get it.
The one that I don't get so much, but it still somehow makes me laugh, is the E meme, which is literally
that's
Markiplier's face on Lord Farquaad
with a whole bunch of stupid Photoshop filters on it.
That and a bunch of reverb. You can't forget the reverb. That's what makes it funny.
You say funny. I say mad because I have no idea what I'm looking at every time I see that meme. I'm like, I don't get it. I was like, I don't get the joke. I don't get it. Maybe I'm old. I don't know.
The only E meme I liked was the one for EA, where it just goes E. E E
It's
E
in the
E.
it's in the game. Or if it's not a sports title, there's all the less quoted EA challenge everything, and then it flickers off like it's turned off a TV. Ghetto says, I think the joke was supposed to be a piss take on how current memes suck, and then it got turned into a meme. It's ironic.
The irony.
You're ironic.
No, the ironic one was it was a meme of like a guy literally talking about how memes are today, where he's going around saying like, okay, so the first thing you do is you put a decrepit area, and then you put some shadow demons in it, and then you put some funny captions like saying, "Me and the boys look at 3 a.m. looking for beans."
What I know exactly what you're talking about. I have no idea where I saw it from though.
One odd one's out. I think it was him.
I am going to agree because I have no idea where it came from. The only meme I'm glad to still see survive to this day is the soup meme, because I'm pretty sure it's one of the best jokes about Code Mint, and there's a lot of great jokes in that.
I know it's Circle Tunes,
and there's a lot of great jokes in that series, and I'm glad it'll be well known as the soup meme.
Oh my god, I love the soup meme. The freaking wait, which soup meme are you talking about?
Why are you buying soup at the what was it, at the clothes? Wait,
No,
why are you buying clothes at the soup store?
Fuck you.
That's the one.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Hey, I need your help. I can't. I'm buying clothes. All right. So what he said? Well, then go buy them. Like I can't. What do you mean you can't? There's just soup. What do you mean there's just soup?
There's just more
soup. Then go to the next aisle. All right, you don't have to shout.
I see more soup.
What do you mean you see more soup? There's just more soup. Go to the next aisle.
There's just more soup, man. What store are you in? I'm at the soup store. Oh my god.
You know what? We might as well show the soup meme so people can see it.
Nah. It's good.
How can you not? We mentioned it. We have to.
We're good. We're good on it. We're good on it.
No.
Johnny K says Gringo Meme Game is hella weak.
You can't quote the soup meme without showing it. You know, some people haven't seen the soup meme.
Okay, knowing our audience, who probably have all of them seen the soup meme. All right, fine. You know what? You're right. You know what? I'll let you do it. Go ahead, bring it up because you're Because as a certain half demon once said, he's feeling motivated.
This is to show all the kids out there that are watching our stream.
Yeah, all 0 of them.
Exactly, all 0 of them. All right, ready?
Ready for that 2012 meme?
I'm ready for that 2012 meme.
On me. Hello? Hey, what's up? I need your help. Can you come here? I can't. I'm buying clothes. All right, well, hurry up and come over here. I can't find them. What do you mean you can't find them? I can't find them. There's only soup. What do you mean there's only soup? It means there's only soup. Well, then get out of the soup aisle. All right, you don't have to shout at me. There's more soup. What do you mean there's more soup? There's just more soup. Go into the next aisle. There's still soup. Where are you right now? I'm at soup. What do you mean you're at soup? I mean I'm at soup. What store are you in? I'm at the soup store. Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Fuck you.
Perfect. There we go.
Fun fact. Did you know, Jack, that the creator of that abridged series, aside the fact that he is retired, officially retired, last time I checked, I believe he works at a hospital as like a, I think he works in the hospital. He works with the ER doctors.
Oh,
so in between doing long hours at the hospital, he was making all these abridged series.
Now he can finally be able to
It
revive that bee that died.
it explains his sense of humor.
It does.
Johnny Cage with the bruh.
Bruh.
No, Johnny Cage just doesn't get it. He just doesn't get it. He's too, as he likes to always say, he's not. He I like to say, he's not gringo enough for this shit.
He's too young.
No, he's too Brazilian and young. He's probably he's probably not that young compared to us. Oh man, like oh.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, you hear that?
What? What did I hear?
Exactly.
Okay.
Sorry, I just wanted this stupid joke.
You said that as soon as my phone was like buzzing, so I was thinking that you heard that. I was like already going through my sound system here.
Yo, man, Johnny with he just got a face. He doesn't know what to say. It's okay, just call us gringos trash and we're even. Even though we're not gringos.
To him we are.
That's you know what, that's true. That is, you know what? He is absolutely right. We're the darkest gringos he's ever seen.
Well, actually, wouldn't anyone from South America count anyone from Mexico as gringos? Because Mexico is really strict on the borders between them and South America.
No, I'm pretty sure South Americans have their own colorful words for Mexicans.
But it's always like the gringo, because they don't want them near us.
If you know slang that derives a Mexican from any South American country, please let us know in the chat so that we all may become worldly and unite as one unified monocultural world government that does not value any type of differences within the species.
That just reminds me. You know what was my proudest moment? Being called a rock hopper.
A rock hopper?
Yep.
That sounds like that sounds like a weird parody of rock lobster.
It's like
rock hopper.
basically,
I gotta learn that song just for the heck of it.
Basically, some old guy, a grandpa of someone, basically apparently called me a rock hopper, and I'm sad that I never was there to see it because I would have laughed my ass off, man. Like, I've heard of wetback, but rock hopper, that one's special.
Don't forget beaner.
It's not the same. Beaner is it's just a word.
Yeah.
Like, literally, we eat beans. Okay, we get it.
You know who else are a bunch of beaners?
What? Who else?
The British.
With their beans on toast. They think that that's like the best type of breakfast. That's disgusting.
Disgusting.
Well, in the sense of like,
beans are only good on tortillas.
Oh, okay. To clarify, it's not disgusting beans on toast. It's just that it's disgusting that they think that that's all they need.
I mean, the alternative is tea and cigarettes. So you pick where you pick.
Like, if you can, okay, like if you're going through hard times and for some reason instead of buying tortillas you bought bread, sure, toast the bread and use that as a tortilla for your beans and eggs.
At that point, it's just a sandwich.
Yes.
And speaking of white people, hey Gemini, he says, howdy boys. He says, disgusting British food.
Oh no, the British.
And Johnny Cage also says, it don't matter if you're black, white, Asian, or Indian. If you ain't from here, you're a gringo. You should workshop that, Johnny. I'm sure you can put it inside your comedy routine. Do 15 minutes on that. You'll do very well in your local stand-up bar. If assuming Brazilians can do stand-up. I once accidentally watched one day I was on Netflix and I accidentally watched a Spanish stand-up comedy special.
Mm-hmm.
I was my Spanish is so limited. I didn't even understand the jokes he was doing, but I was so enthralled by the novelty. I was like, wait a minute, you're telling me people can do stand-up comedy in other languages that's not English? Man,
Your views have been open.
I was like, man, I would love to hear some from other cultures. To hear their stand-up comedy, and I would surely understand it.
They'd be like, "Hey, let me do the impression of a white man. I like to do it alone. I think I'm gonna have to look into my Roth IRA."
No, you're doing the black comedian's impression of a white man. What you should be doing is the Mexican's impression of a black impression of a white man.
But aren't I doing that because I'm Mexican?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Nailed it. Ghetto, next time I hear you, I want you to do your best impression of a white man from a black comedian's perspective. Definitely not confusing. Johnny says, "You mean to tell me all languages have jokes?" My guy.
Oh,
I like how that's how you interpret it, and not just that was stand-up comedy. It's very much there's a big language barrier there because every cultures have their own ideas of what funny is and isn't. The only thing I was more surprised at is just Netflix had that type of stuff in it, not that it existed.
Know what we should do?
What?
Visit Brazil. You know why?
I think. No, I don't think even Johnny will tell us not to come here. Come there.
Yeah, but you know why?
Why should we go to Brazil?
So you can finally see some stand-up over there. And two, Johnny offered that we will get Brazilian women over there.
That's all we gotta do is just find a farm that Johnny lives in, and from there we can begin our day.
Yeah, from there we'll get girls and the stand-up routine.
Johnny says,
maybe all at the same time.
Johnny says, "Come here and drink some tea."
Oh no! Please don't drink the tea. Just a reminder: don't drink the tea.
We go there, but we gotta invite everyone in the audience. So Gemini and Ghetto are also coming with us to Brazil.
Again, careful to not drink the tea.
Yeah, or don't drink the tea if you roll that way. I know Ghetto will.
Or drink the tea.
Yeah, see, I told you.
Ghetto, I'll drink the tea.
He'll take the L for all of us, and he'll go.
Well, it's not the L; it's how down bad you are.
And no, he takes it and he goes, "It's all right. It's all right." I can imagine it. It's all right.
It's all right.
He goes, needs a little sugar.
Gives a kiss on the cheek on one of the girls. There you go. Sugar. No. Okay, fine.
Boo. Boo. I thought you were going with the fact that after he drinks the tea, he kisses the girl so that they can taste their own taste.
Ew, no.
I thought that's what you were going for.
No, that's for later.
That's for after dinner.
Exactly.
After all of us eat some Schnitzengraben. Because
wrong side of the world, my friend.
No. You know how many Germans fled to South America? We look hard enough, we're gonna find some restaurants serving Schnitzengraben.
Yeah, listen, I would absolutely do that.
And Johnny says, "What the heck is wrong with you? Every last one of you." Joe, this conversation is gross.
It devolved. Oh my cheeks.
You know what's funny? When I initially tweeted about this episode, I did discuss we will talk about bodily fluids. The only thing is,
wait, you did?
Just something, just out of impromptu, something out of my mind. But I wasn't even thinking about the tea. I was thinking more of the lines of blood.
Oh, ew.
Oh man. And how you have to give away your plasma or to Dr. Morbius.
Ah, yes. So for those of you, I am now under medication for my high blood pressure, but also apparently I have a mild case of polycythemia. Because at least that's the only thing they understand it as, because they don't know what's happening yet. Basically, I have to give blood, not plasma, but blood
To a
to lower
doctor.
down the red blood cells because I have too many. I'm too thick in the blood.
He's he's down with the thickness.
I am down with the thickness.
Yeah, and he has to give it all to a certain Dr. M. Orb Ias. Whoever that is.
Yes. It's Morbin time.
Jack, what Jack, if you want to donate your blood, tell me if you go full Morb. Because the mean's not because the mean's
I'm
not
Morbin.
the mean's not dead yet. It'll be dead after this episode. Then it's dead.
I'm Morbin.
Gemini says this grows too much women talk.
Too much women talk.
Johnny says the German colony is down so. All right, we'll move on. Besides, you gotta say stuff for good comedy, or else what's the point? What is the point? Gemini says, I'm just imagining some South American kid bragging about how his grandfather killed Hitler personally. Oh man, if that were true, and the real death of Hitler was because he made a kid angry because he didn't give him back his football, that would be funny.
Football.
Johnny K says that does happen. It's the Brazilian Grandpa Simpson. No, it's the Brazilian Cotton Hill.
Hell yeah.
Whatever is the Portuguese equivalent of "I kill Fitting Man."
Would you enjoy having a Cotton Hill grandpa?
No,
because
he's a funny character, but as the show plainly portrays, he's a terrible grandfather. No, he's a terrible father, but he was a good grandfather to Bobby.
He will be nice to you. He'll be nice to you.
Yeah, but he's not he won't be a good influence.
Yeah, he'll just tell you to do it with the Japanese woman and then leave her.
Isn't that all World War II soldiers? Okay. No, he would give you the lesson of how to treat a lady, and it takes you to a hotel that used to be famous for its prostitutes, and goes, find one you like, Bobby, and just pick them there.
Find one what you like, HAC. Pick 'em.
What do you mean, Grandpa? Because money ain't no option. Oh, well, we gotta stop. We're grossing out Gemini. All these women talk.
Yeah.
Johnny's...
Okay, let's make it less about women. So, the ones the ones that look like women in the Philippines.
You gotta give them the old touch and grab just to make sure.
Or not, if you're into it.
Hey, if you're a sailor, it is your sworn duty to just grab them right there to feel it out.
I still can't believe he told us that. He even did the motion too.
Hey, look, man. He was a sailor. He served his time. If that was probably the most exciting thing that did happen to him, because most of the stories he told me was he was literally just the ship's chef. So he cooked the food, and when he was not cooking the food, he was either watching bootleg movies or playing bootleg PS2 games.
But that they respect him, because they respect their chefs. If they don't, they know what happens to them.
unless the chef can't cook, then that throws out the window.
If the chef can't cook, he wouldn't be a chef.
It's the U.S. Navy. I'm sure they're not expecting someone with professional cooking experience to be their chef. Ghetto says going to Taiwan and not having a lady boy is like going to Turkey and not having a kebab. Or just to make fun of
They're
myself.
so cheap.
Or to make fun of myself, or going to Japan and not at least try the maid cafe experience. Because
man, okay, I'm not gonna blame you on that though.
Because that stuff just still makes you very uncomfortable.
I'm not gonna blame you on that. Literally, as soon as you said that you're allowed to tell them to not do the experience, I'm like, oh, thank God, because I can't.
But that's half
I can't.
But that's half the reason people even go there. You think you're going there for the food?
Yeah, but the thing is, if I was forced to go, like how you were in your situation, well, I don't want.
Well, I wasn't forced. I had a choice, and my choice was, you know what? I'm not gonna do this. I'm just,
never mind.
I'm just gonna go to the corner store with the cheap sushi. Ghetto says,
hey, at least their cheap sushi tastes better than the freaking HEB sushi that we have here.
Actually, no, because like real Japanese sushi is super bland.
Yeah, but isn't it all in the soy sauce and the wasabi?
Yeah, and they serve you very little of it.
Exactly. You don't need, especially for me. That's good for me because I don't need salt right now. I can't eat salt. Can't eat that much salt.
Can't get that sodium in the blood, or else it will taint it for Dr. Orbius.
Well, I just can't have that salt.
Ghetto says should have went to a soap land instead. I would say the group I was with, I know at least two of those folks did at least partake in very fetishy things, but I wasn't about to indulge in that type of stuff. That's just not me. But if you guys find yourself doing that in Japan, then well, good for you.
So he didn't go into some secret lair where there's like a dominatrix lady, and then you have to teach her how to be a dominatrix because she's bad at her job.
No, I was giving him a camera footage of him filming a dominatrix lady, and at the same time I was like, we're in a public place. Why are you showing me this?
And then you have to end up going to a park to teach the dominatrix lady how to actually be a dominatrix. Then from there, you end
Johnny K says, "Let it go, Jack. Let it go."
Then you end up having 3 kids watching you roleplay in front of the dominatrix.
Did this happen in your recent playthrough, Yakuza?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Literally, that's what happened. Kitty walks by, sees a man wanting to be punished. Doesn't get punished because the girl's bad at being a dominatrix. You teach her how to be a dominatrix just by teaching her how to be rude. Kids come out and you know what? Let me show you the picture. I have a picture of what Ghetto's talking about. What am I doing with my life?
You know what? Can I just jump straight to Yakuza Kiwami? Do I have to play 0? Nah, I'm pretty sure. I know all Yakuza games have their silly, like they're super weird, just like, made for comedy side stories.
It is hilarious. Then kids come out and they start saying like, "Hey, what are you guys playing? Like, is this some type of game?" And you're trying to ignore them. And Kiryu says, "No, you have to keep doing this because you need to think quick on your feet." She's like, "Okay, then what do I say?" And he says, say something along the lines of like, "See, you have an audience now." He's just thinking, he looks up in the air, it's like, what am I doing with my life?
Dios mío.
Let's see where to find the save file. The screenshots.
While he's looking for his dominatrix pictures, reaction pictures, I guess I should say. I feel like after Jack Fish showing us this, I think it would be a good time to end the episode before we just go into more stupidity, and also because I am running low on energy. So we'll start.
You're not running low on energy.
You're right. I lied. I choose to run low on energy.
See, I told you. You lied to me. How dare you?
I'm like a college student just doing the bare minimum.
We
Which,
can't be friends anymore.
friendship ended. Channel canceled for the 10th time.
No, 11th time this time.
Oh yeah, the Hack Jack Shack is no more. This is the final episode. We did 131 episodes, and this is where we draw the line.
There
It says you can, since Kiwami is a remake of the original Yakuza, but stuff they add in Kiwami is built off of things established in Zero. I see.
There we go. Here it is. I'm gonna be using this on my chats, and like on whenever I'm talking to people.
Hack and Jack are not friends anymore.
This is what I'm gonna be using whenever I text someone and they do something that disappoints me.
Johnny K says, just play the one that has Okada in it. I don't know enough Yakuza to know who that is. So you're going to have to actually give me a title,
It'll
Johnny.
be apparently Kiwami 2.
So the remake of the second game?
Yes.
I see. So where is this picture?
That is his reaction to basically the kids coming in. And him still having to roleplay.
Oh, I see.
He is just looking into the air, longingly asking himself, "What am I doing with my life?"
Let me do this real quick so people can see.
It is the perfect picture to have. Oh, when you do complete the sub story, she ends up taking you to the little dungeon area to like actually give you an item, but a customer walks in and Kiryu ends up hiding. And he's hearing the whole conversation between her and the customer. All this weird S&M talk, and he comes out because he accidentally made a noise and basically ends up having to watch the whole thing happen in front of him.
Oh boy. Well, we saw the picture. It's actually a good reaction image. I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty good one. But I think it's about time to close things up. What do you say, Jack?
Yep.
All right.
It's a good time.
And I'm gonna start playing my closeout music because I gotta make this a habit.
All right.
And let's see if we can finish it before the song goes. The song finishes. Let me find it real quick.
Okay. You haven't started yet.
Yeah, not yet. Where is it? Dang, I have too much music. Talk about first world problems.
Too much music. My God.
Oh, actually, you know what? Okay, a little rap before I start playing. So, so I use Spotify majority of the time to listen to my music, right? And for some reason, Spotify has this weird problem where on my liked music playlist, which is my largest playlist with all the music that I like, periodically the scroll button will just disappear. And to give you an idea, Jack, that playlist has literally thousands of songs in it.
Now, are you able to scroll with the mouse wheel or no?
No, I'm talking about on my phone.
Oh, that's just weird.
Yeah,
I've never had that happen.
And I have no idea why it does that. And it makes it harder just to find the music because the fastest thing for me to do is to go all the way to the top, search the song, and then instead of just playing it, because all it would do is that Spotify will play the music not from your liked playlist, but from what is the search results. So let's say you look up a song that has the word star in it, it will play every song that has the word star in the title. So what I have to do just to get a decent session of music going is to find a song that I want to hear first, put it into my instant queue, and then get out of the search bar feature, hit random on my liked playlist, and then skip the first track so I can start on the song that I actually want to listen to at that particular moment. It never was like this. I don't know why. Freaking Spotify And here's even the crazier part. Every other playlist or thing that has a long page has a scroll bar. The only thing that does have a scroll bar is the like playlist section.
Huh.
All right, I'm done ranting. It's like it's just like it's not even that big a deal, but it's just convenience, my friend, convenience. All right, song is playing. We got about 2.5 minutes, so go, Jack. What are you gonna be doing to the next episode of the Hack JAC Show?
All right, my schedule is up on Twitter as usual. I think I have it pinned, or you can always look at the Twitch chat or below Twitch, and it will show my schedule from there. RE4 is tomorrow, and Legends of Ark is gonna be on the day after that because of my capture card. Until then, that's about it.
All right then. And as for my side of things, the next Sparkbell video has made some significant progression. The script, I repeat, the script is currently being typed, and I am about 2/5 up of the way done. It won't take me long to not only complete the script but make the revisions, and then from there off to recording and editing the next Spider Blood episode, and of course working on the next one because I did promise 2 episodes instead of 1. And lastly, I actually will be having a stream this coming Friday with special guest Dr. Crow to literally just talk about and just geek out about Godzilla. So I have a whole dedicated stream to Godzilla coming up this Friday with Dr. Crow as my special guest. So look forward to that in about 2 days. And as far as the chill stream goes, if depending on my schedule, I will try to fit in a chill stream or Saturday or Sunday, and do a proper one this time. Not with me playing the game. So, with all of that said, thank you very much for watching the 131st episode of the Hack JAC Show. It is a all over the place episode that's gone to too many weird places, but that's kind of the appeal of our show, isn't it, Jack?
Yep, that's true.
And so with that, we end tonight's episode on a high note, and thank you very much for watching us and supporting us for all these years. So don't forget to share. Always don't forget to share. And with that, thank you very much for watching, and this is Hack and Jack, sign off.
Good night, everyone.